Mike, I'm not going to make too much of this game. For me, it was a scheduled loss, given that they were coming off a back-to-back and that the Jazz had plenty of days rest. But your biggest takeaway from tonight's game, what was it?
Yeah, I mean, just talking to Michael Malone, talking to Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon after this game, completely agree with you. I don't think that they were sweating this loss that much. Certainly, it's a divisional rival, a team that you want to beat, a team that you're looking up to in the Western Conference standings. But to your point, third game in 4 nights. The Jazz haven't played since Wednesday. The Nuggets, obviously, their rotations have been decimated by injuries and all that. And the Utah Jazz's rotation tonight was essentially their playoff rotation. And the guys that the Nuggets are playing are former 10-day guys. So the fact that the Nuggets were even competitive coming into the fourth quarter, a small win, Nuggets didn't make any excuses. It's cool. You and I will do that for them.
Yes.
A schedule loss, and I don't think they're sweating this one.
Mike, the Nuggets have won 4 of their last 6. Prior to this game tonight, they were playing really well. What has gotten into them? Why have they been playing so well as of late, obviously prior to tonight?
Yeah, I mean, those guys that I mentioned, those guys that are around Nikola Jokic, this is not their regular starting 5. You have Jamal out, you have Michael Porter Jr., PJ Dozier, Vlatko, and on and on. But what they are doing in absence of all that talent is they're sharing the ball. In the last 2 games coming into tonight, they had 35 assists in back-to-back games. That's an unbelievable number. Tonight, even though they fall to the Jazz, they had 32 assists. So this is a team that is sharing the ball and kind of becoming a product that is more than sum of their parts. So obviously it all revolves around Nikola Jokic. He facilitates, he orchestrates everything. And I think guys have realized Nikola gets the ball, he gets double teamed, you move, and you are going to find yourself with an open layup. And it seems to be like a conditioning thing. They have learned how to play around and how to revolve around Nikola Jokic. And that's why I think the offense has taken off over these last few weeks.
And if you don't move, he's going to get mad at you for not moving as well.
Sure
Mike,
is.
you had a report 3 days ago that the Nuggets have not ruled out Michael Porter Jr. in terms of the rest of this season. Is that wishful thinking, or is there a realistic chance that we could see MPJ on the floor? Everybody's getting hyped what we're seeing pregame. Is that going to come to fruition once the games actually start?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to come to fruition, but I do think that there's a chance that Michael Porter Jr. returns. I will say that when he had his surgery on December 1st, there were people around the team who were upset that there were reports that Michael Porter Jr. was going to be out for the season, that it was a definitive thing. That was not the case. I've talked to Michael Porter in person. He said he's doing really well. We've obviously seen him shooting before the games. I've seen him progress to now he's actually taking jump shots, which I'm sure the Nuggets trainers love. And he's clearly making progress. The Nuggets have done a really good job not putting any pressure on him. They're certainly not going to put any kind of timeline on him. But it is significant that they are not ruling him out. And if he were to come back late March, early April, I'm sure the Nuggets would love to have him in a potential playoff series, just another sniper to put around Nikola Jokic.
Mike, we've got about 15 seconds left. Obviously, they played this entire season without Jamal Murray. Is the goal just tread water and hope that those guys can come back for the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, the Nuggets are in a great place right now. If they can stay in this 5-6 range, avoid the play-in, maybe see Memphis, see Utah in the first round, you can tell from those guys' perspective, they would be scared to see a team with Jamal Murray and Michael Porter Jr. back in the fold.
Mike Singer, the Denver Post, joining us tonight. He's the best in the business. Mike, thanks so much for the time.
Thanks a lot, man.